Now let's move on.
To New York City. I
Yes,
heard the
New
joke.
York
Yeah,
City.
go ahead.
New York City currently is 2-3-2, putting them seventh in the East. Best player for me, Gabby Pereira.
I like it. Um, my appreciation of Keaton Parks. So, um, Keaton Parks is my top player. I think he runs that midfield all 4 yards of it. Um, but no, I think you saw the impact that he had when he was out. It's a big difference without him in that spot. I think if he can stay healthy, because I think he was on the path. Um, January camp is a thing. So let's see how that works.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I don't even think January this guy should be. I mean, if he keeps it up, he should be in contention for that backup spot behind Tyler Adams. There's not a lot of guys in that spot that could back up Tyler.
I just
So
I just don't think he's the same type of player for that system. We still don't have a real system. Let's be real. We don't have a coach, so we don't have a system.
yeah,
But
you're probably right.
uh,
That's maybe you think he plays more like a Weston kind of thing, more box to
yep,
box.
yep, yep.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's probably more of a James Sands role is probably more of a Tyler Adams.
Yep.
All right, but that's a good pick. I also had I was considering Keaton for top player as well. Most impressive. I've gone for Ilinich here. He's 18 years old. He potentially might have been 17 when the season started. He's played over 300 minutes already and has NYC in a playoff spot. I don't think he's playing anything out of the out of this world. I think he's been like probably average, but considering how young he is and he's been a consistent starter for this team, I think it's been pretty impressive.
I like that. I went with Tyus Magno because he's been in like four different attacking positions since the season started, and still has put up some attacking return, which is not easy to do when you're being thrown all over the place. So, impressed with that. I thought he would struggle, and I think he has struggled as a number nine, but moving him back out to a uh, true wide player has been good for him.
Yep, agreed. Least impressive player for me, Matthias Pellegrini. I
Like that.
think I think I had him as their best signing over the summer. Granted, I still don't think I had it as a great signing, but he is an attacking player for them in a team that's known for good attacking players. And he has played. He started every match, 550 minutes, and he has 0 goals and 0 assists to show for it. So he has been underwhelming to say the least.
Um, I went back to my goalkeepers and picked Luis Barasa. Um, Listen, Sean Johnson is always going to be a big hole to fill. I thought he would be better. I just am not super impressed with the way that he plays. He's not bad by any means, but just very unimpressive to me.
Okay. Okay. I had NYC predicted 11th. So according to my thing, they are overachieving by a little bit. And I kind of feel like that's the case. I think they're probably a bit if they're overachieving, it's slightly. But I could definitely see them in like a just right spot. Like I think probably around the play-in game, maybe low playoff spot is a good spot for them. So I'd say maybe a little bit overachieving.
Yeah, I mean, I have them as overachieving as well. I had them in 12th. I still don't think they've figured out the striker thing completely. They're not winning games that you would think that they would win in other years with Castellanos up top, um, and they're not winning away from home, which isn't a shock to anybody, right? So yeah, overachieving.
Okay.
Your
I think that's
question is going to be how much farther to right field before they get the ball out of the park.
not that far, probably like 15 feet. Um, my question, I think this will be an easy answer for you. Is this team a number 9 away from being one of the top teams in the East?
No,
Okay. Simple.
their back line isn't it. They're thin. Their goalkeeper is unimpressive. They're bad away from home. Let's just put it at that, right? I don't think they have a win away from home yet, and they're not as dominant at home as they used to be. So that right there is concerning personally.
It's almost like when you lose your starting center back and starting goalkeeper and you don't replace him. It hurts the team's performances. Groundbreaking stuff. All right, you ready for the next hint?